All right, so Trump is basically declaring martial law in major U.S. cities. He started with Los Angeles and D.C. So it appears the National Guard and possibly the military will be sent in to Chicago and New York as well. This is absolutely tyrannical. This is the whole part that Trump's been built up this entire time for, to play the role of the crazy right-wing, fanatic, tyrannical dictator.
The National Guard has done such an incredible job working with the police, and we haven't had to bring in the regular military, which we're willing to do. We have to. And after we do this, we'll go to another location and we'll make it safe also. We're going to make our country very safe. We're going to make our cities very, very safe. Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent, and we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough. And the people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one, but they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies.
Trump has announced that he plans to invade Chicago and New York next, with the military, mind you. As if we don't already live in a police state. Now they have to send in the fucking military. And let's also mention that for the past, 8 years, 12 years, whatever, they've been not only building this huge wall to pen the American people into this landmass, but they've actually gotten many people on the right wing to demand it, to chant for it. And what was the way that they scared everybody into this? They said, look, the immigrants are coming. The immigrants are going to steal your jobs. The immigrants are stealing your jobs. They keep coming over. They keep coming over. They're invading us. And so people demanded their own enslavement. Same thing with ivermectin. They said that you're being invaded by parasites to get you to take poison. It's the same thing here. The poison here is the military on the streets of America. Don't fall for this crap. This is absolutely despicable and downright evil. So I guess building a big fence around us was not enough. Trump has taken it to the next level after he's already sent the military into Los Angeles. Remember that a few weeks ago? Then he sent the military into D.C. Now he's announced that he's going to send the military into Chicago and then into New York. New York City is about to be invaded if Trump's statements here today are true. Let's watch the clip.
The National Guard has done such an incredible job working with the police, and we haven't had to bring in the regular military, which we're willing to do. We have to. And after we do this, we'll go to another location and we'll make it safe also. We're going to make our country very safe. We're going to make our cities very, very safe. Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent, and we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough. And the people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come.
He's talking about sending the military into New York, into Chicago. And it's like he's just getting started. And then he's talking about 4 more years after this. This is craziness. So what is he doing in these places? Well, he's rounding up the homeless people. It seems like an attack on them for sure. This is absolutely disgusting. So I think now we have enough things in the sequence where we can see the pattern. We can see where they're going with this guy, with this character. And like always, in the background, if you ever notice, it's always the talon with all of the arrows that's prominently shown behind the president. It's never the peace branch. And of course, this is an announcement with the military banners behind him as well, saying that he's invading American cities. Basically planning to ruin the lives of all the homeless people in these locations. And then check this out. They had these European tyrants over to visit the White House. And he has this shelf of these ridiculous hats of his. And these up here say Trump 2028. So it's clear that they're setting him up to be the evil dictator. I think you could easily make the argument he already is. Many people think so. So he has these hats here, Trump 2028, 4 more years. This one says that he's holding up and showing them. That is insane. It really begs the question, are they going to actually put Trump in for a third or a fourth term? I mean, it's all so rigged, it doesn't matter who's in there, as far as I can tell. It's usually whoever's the worst for all the good people in the world will be in there. I also find it very interesting that this was pretty much foretold in the movie Back to the Future. So there are these scenes in this movie where they have this character, Biff Tannen, who's basically Trump. It's said pretty openly that he's based off of Trump, as you can see in this depiction here. And then look at what happens when this guy becomes president of this town. Or I guess it's Vegas maybe, I don't know. But oh look, the military is roaming the streets. So isn't that interesting? I just wanted to throw that in as well.
African American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Please. I did great with the black vote, as you know, and they want something to happen. So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York.
So it sounds like he's got this big laundry list of places he wants to go invade next in the United States. Chicago and New York are the next on the chopping block. Where will he go next? Think about how crazy this is. Los Angeles, New York. Should I be expecting military in the streets here in Houston soon? Think about how crazy this list is. These are huge American cities that he's deploying the military into. He's sending in the National Guard, and then he's threatening to send in the full military.